Well, hello, my many friends. Welcome to another Tuesday night live sale on the Skunky Junk channel with Sean Young. That's me. My wife Carol is in the wings over here, sitting on the side behind the red table, guarding all of the stuff and prepared to keep things under control tonight. So, going to try and see if we can make it through the night without too much chaos. I just am jumping on fairly late tonight because I been watching our friends Jody and Kim over on OM Vintage, and they had so Kim had Jody on tonight. It was a really fun little sale. So hope you guys make sure that you are catching Kim before our sale, and then of course after our sale is Joni at Vintagerous. And Claudia, my dear friend, how are you? As we're just kind of getting started here, Claudia, let me throw out an idea for you if you are available. I'm late getting everything done this week or this month just because it's my busy time at work and I'm just behind on everything. But I wonder if you are available April 19th, Tuesday the 19th. Anyway, let me know. I think Leanne's going to be on with me that night as well. What are you trying to do over there? Break the house down? It's so hot in here. I had it open because it's hot, but now the neighbors are mowing their lawn. Hey, there's Leanne. Hello. Gina Marie. Hello, friends. Welcome. So Kim and Jody must have closed up shop because it looks like people are heading over here. So that's great. Anyway, so tonight we have sort of a weird night. I usually have a little bit more of a theme than I have tonight. And Lemmy Lemon, hello. And so tonight is just sort of a mix of cool, nice, fun vintage things that haven't fit into other themes along the way. And, hi, Sherry. And just some nice stuff, some spring stuff. I don't know, I just got a weird mix. So it's going to be a fun night. Awesome, Claudia. I'm going to pencil you in. I will send you a note, but I'm just behind on it. So since you're here, what the heck? But I'm going to write you in right now. So consider it a date. Hey, everyone, April 19th, Claudia is going to be with us. So that's exciting. All right. So everybody, we are here in Washington State in the Seattle area. That's where we're going to be shipping from. We will try to do all of our invoicing tonight to the best of our ability. It gets a little bit late sometimes when we don't quite finish up, but hopefully we can get all of our stuff boxed up, invoiced, and all of that tonight so that we can get things out in the mail tomorrow if you pay right away. So that's the plan. Sometimes it doesn't work out perfectly, but we try. So we're shipping from Seattle area. We don't really do offer ups on the channel, so I don't need to go through too much of that. So we just have an item. It'll have a number. If you type in the number, you can have the item. And our prices don't include shipping. So like most of the channels where you watch these sales, the shipping is in addition. I try to choose the cheapest type of shipping. So I usually choose the slower but cheaper. If you want something quick, tell me that, and I will up the shipping and get it to you faster. Eclectic Treasure Hunter, hello, welcome. I said hello to Gina Marie, but I will say hello again. Not sure they're done, but I enjoy heckling all my favorite people. Nice. Excellent. I love that. So we have some really beautiful items tonight and some crazy weird stuff because that's what you would expect here. And I got something new at an auction this week. So raise your hand if you could hear that. That's the sound of somebody purchasing an item on the Skunky Junk channel. So hopefully that translates and comes through on in the headset. I don't know. All right, shall we get underway? Let's jump right in. We tend to move pretty quick here on Skunky Junk channel. So sometimes we like to be on like a late night show and it's just laid back and slow and we chit chat and jabber a lot. On this Tuesday night sale, we tend to move at a pretty quick clip. So we try to be done by 6 o'clock Pacific so that we are ready for Joni's sale after. Partly because we don't like to be over the top of other people's sales, and partly because I like to be at Joni's sale. I said Jody. D Rose, hello. May I ask for an offer? Because of course, yeah. Anything, if you want it to be an offer up, you can holler and we'll do that. We're willing to do that because we want people to have an opportunity. We don't want you to be discouraged being on our channel. But we tend to usually just have our things priced fairly reasonably. We try to price things as reasonably as possible. And we know that some of our purchasers are resellers, and we want to keep prices low enough that there's some margin for you to still be able to resell things. So that's really our goal here. And we're not trying to, overprice things, which isn't to imply that other channels do that. Not saying that in any way, but that's just sort of the approach that we have. But we're willing to do an offer up if you really, really, really want an item and you want to make sure that you have a chance at it. So for sure, just holler in the chat, and Carol will probably catch it because I'm not that good at catching things. Chris Rosselli, hello, my dear. What'd you say, Carol? Oh, Chris. See, Carol can see the names before I see them, so she says something and then I see it later. Let's start with a bunny. How about if we start with a bunny? This, I'm just going to be really honest. It had the look to me of something that you might be able to get at Home Goods or something. It's just a ceramic bunny, but it does say on the bottom, made in Taiwan, which makes me think that it has a bit of age to it at least. I don't know its age. I don't know its story. I don't know its maker. It's just not marked or anything, but it is a cute bunny and it's good for Easter, and it's very springy with the why do I want to say violets and they're not violets, with the flowers, whatever they are. It's just ceramic, and it has a couple of rough spots, but it's just it seems like it's the ceramic because there's glaze over the top of it. But anyway, so this bunny here is, Carol, can you find him? I am not finding him quickly. He is about 10 and, no, excuse me, about a little over 9 inches tall to his ear. And he is just a ceramic bunny. So he'd make a good centerpiece with some other things around him or whatever. Just a nice little display. And pansies, that's the right flower. Thank you, pansies. Sarah Lee, hello, welcome. And Nettie, hello. So anyway, that's what this is. It's a bunny. It's a ceramic bunny, and it's 9 inches tall, and it's cute with a big bow and some flowers. That's it. That's the story. Oh, it's the first thing on the list. No? Oh, number 1. It's going to be number 1, and it's $15. There you go. $15, number 1 for the big old bunny. He's big, and he's old, and he's big. Is Tori here? Raise your hand if you're here, Tori. I failed to get Tori her stuff. I'm a terrible person. So we mentioned that it's the real McCoy night. I have a few McCoy pieces. Picked some up at an auction. I don't have an overwhelming amount. Hi, Chicago lady, of McCoy tonight, but there are a few pieces. This is one of them. This is a really, really nice one. I really like this. And McCoy pottery, is a little bit heavy. It's a nice quality, sturdy pottery. And now I see there's a little chip on it. I didn't want there to be a chip on it. The good news is it's white, and so its chip doesn't show up so much, but there is a little chip right there that I overlooked earlier. So there you go. Look at the comments. It's too pretty to paint, but people are spray painting them to make old ceramic bunnies look like chocolate. Oh, aghast. Don't spray paint my bunny. This one has, I think, too much texture to it, the flowers and stuff. Once you paint over all that with chocolate color, it would look weird because you wouldn't be able to tell those were flowers. Just be like a deformed bunny. Next comment. Hello, I'm not Tori. Hello, Leanne. Thank you for pointing out that you are not Tori. Oh, Leanne, I love you. Okay, so anyway, this is a McCoy pottery. It's marked McCoy on the bottom, and it is just a pot, so you could plant some pretty pansies in it or something outside. It's a nice neutral color, so you could put something real colorful in it. It'd be very pretty. It has kind of a rose pattern around the top that's embossed there, and I just love sort of the whole pattern of the whole thing. It looks like subway tiles, kind of, and then roses at the top. And again, it does have that little chip down here on the right there. I'm going to hold it up close so you can see it. I mean, it's a chip, but the good news is it's a white pot, and so you don't notice the chip really. I didn't notice it before. So here you go. This, and it's, I guess you measure pots across, right? 5 inches across. So it's a good size for a couple of little plants. You could put some those little baby daffs in there, and then a couple of little pansies or whatever you want in there, really. So the price on this thing is, yeah, we're going to make it less, Carol. It's going to be $18 for number 12. $18 number 12 because of the chip. So $18 number 12 on the McCoy pot. It's not a matte finish. No, it's shiny. See the light shining on it? It's a shiny finish. It's kind of it's a nice glaze. It has a little bit of crazing inside. I mean, it's old. So, and it's cute. It's attached to its bottom, so it has the hole there so that you could actually use it for plants. It'll drain out, and it'll drain out into the little saucer, but the saucer is attached. It's a really, really nice little planter. If nobody buys it, I'll use it. Let's see, where are we going to go next? I've got a mess on the table here, so it's a little bit dangerous tonight. Let's do a weird one. How about a pig? Anybody want a pig? Seems springy, a little piggy. So I bought a box of toll painted stuff at an auction, and I just got rid of a lot of it. But I have a few pieces, including this little guy. So he's just a little pig. He's 3 boards deep. His head hangs down a little lower. So what you would do is you would hang him, or you sit him on a shelf like that with his head hanging over. And on the back, he has a little clothespin so that you can hook your notes or things on there. You can put a little note there and keep it behind your desk or behind your computer on your whatever. Did you say Trisha's here? Crafty Kitty's here. Hello. Eclectic Treasure Hunter. Hello. Trisha. Oh, there she showed up. Hello. Hello, everybody. Okay, so anyway, this is just a hand-painted little toll-painted little pig. It's small. You can see it in my hand. It's like hand size, small hand size. And it's got a little paper. This is not a full size, so don't be misled by that. It's a small size clothespin on the back to hold in a little note. So, or a postcard. Yes, or a postcard. Or a black and white picture from Trisha's sale. This guy's $7, number 17. $7, number 17. Trisha, I need to write you a little email because I have a whole lot of black and white pictures. So just love to be invited to be on your little Friday night sale one of these days. What should we do next? Let's do the little bunny. We're gonna do, yeah, it's the first clear glass bunny on the list, girl. But I don't see it. Yeah, tell me the order number. That's the one that I need. Okay. No, that's not it. No, it is it. Sorry. Hello, everyone. I told you it's chaos already. Third item in chaos. All right. This is a little clear glass Easter bunny. That's what it is. It's a clear glass Easter bunny. He's kind of cute, really. And he stands up pretty well. I'm not going to do that on my hand because my hand isn't real level and I don't want to drop him. He is glass. He's like that spun glass, I want to say. I don't know. He has this cute little upturned nose, little ear that flops over, and he's got even little fingers on there. So let's see if I can get this to, that's not a good thing. Hold up. Let's try this. No, it's white. That was stupid. Anyway, he's a clear glass bunny and he's little and he's cute. How about that? You'll also have to take my word for it. So he make a cute little display piece. He would fit right onto a tiered tray. So however you do your displays, this guy's ready for you in a small space. He is 3 inches tall. 3 inches, so he's a little guy. And he's so cute. So he is he's $8. $8 and he's number 15. There's no chips, no cracks. He's very clean. There's not so much scratches and stuff. He isn't like perfect because he's been around for a while. But so he just isn't like perfectly crystal clear, but he's really, really good. He's a good guy. He's very cute too. So there you go. He is $8, number 15. $8, number 15 for the clear glass bunny. What? Pat Doodles is here. Hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I don't know that you've been on my channel before. I see you everywhere else, but I don't know that I've seen you here. So thank you and welcome. So here we have a couple of old cups. So these are plastic. One is the sort of ecru off-whitey sort of tan color, and one is the peachy, pinky peach color. They're unmarked. I'm not sure who exactly made them. They're fairly lightweight, but they're plastic mugs with that kind of raffia, well, that raffia matte stuff inside there. See that wood thingy? Oh, missed the price and number of the wood piggy. The wood piggy, D Rose, is $7, number 17. $7, number 17. So this one's not just perfectly clean inside just because I didn't wash it out. I will wash it out before I send it to you, but they're not stained in there. They're clean in terms of not being stained, but there's a little bit of grimy in there. Sorry. So there's two of them, the ecru and the peach. That's what you got. So I would say these are probably 50s-ish. They have a feel of 50s to me. And they are, oh, well, I'm not on the, thank you. $12, number 34. $12, number 34 for the cups. Carol is barely keeping the chaos at bay tonight. Sorry. All right, let's do this guy. So this came with my McCoy lot, but it isn't McCoy. It's Royal Copley. It's marked on the back, Royal Copley, and you can see there that little hole. It is a wall pocket. I doubt that it's been used as a wall pocket because there's not really scraping. Usually if this has been a nail through it, it's got some kind of hairlines and little stuff there. This doesn't. But it can also sit down, so I'm sure that's what somebody used it, was just setting it on a shelf or something. It's older and it has some crazing there on the back. The crazing just gives it some age and beauty, but no chips or cracks. And this is the little fishing boy. So if you have a little grandson, son, daughter, granddaughter, person in your life who likes to do a little fishing in the springtime, then this is for you. So it's the size of a wall plant, little wall pocket. It's about, 6.5 inches tall or so, 6.25. And it's that beautiful teal color that Royal Copley does with the pink. So it's really cute. So there he is. He's got his hands in his pockets and he's got his fishing pole. He's ready to head out for a day on the river or at the pond. So this is the older because it's marked with the Royal Copley embossed on the back. Anyway, I'm a Royal Copley lover. It's pretty clean inside. I did a pretty good job of scrubbing this one out. It has some crazing that you can see inside there, and it isn't perfect because somebody did use this, but it's pretty clean. So this guy here is darn cute, and I love him. And he is $18, number 55. $18, number 55. Now, if you collect Royal Copley, there is a little girl that matches this little boy. So you can find the set or match up the set. I don't think they came as a set, but there is one that matches this. So that's kind of a fun thing to kind of watch for. I don't think she has a fishing pole, which bugs me. It's like the boy has to go fishing, but the girl, she doesn't get to go fishing. She just has to come along. But anyway, there you go. Patsy M. Do we see a Patsy M for number 55? Awesome. Thanks, Patsy. Oh, I didn't know D Rose bought something. D Rose bought the pig. We're dinging for her too. Thanks, guys and gals and friends and relations. Wait, those used to come with cottage cheese in the 50s. What came with cottage cheese in the 50s? Back up. What came with cottage cheese? The Royal Copley didn't come with cottage cheese. Oh, the cups, maybe. Did these come with cottage cheese? That's so weird. Did they have they didn't have cottage cheese in them. Patsy, you got to help me fill in the rest of the story here. All right, we have here the cups. Okay, so Patsy says it was the cups. Came with cottage cheese. So how did you get the cup? Did you like, if you buy the cottage cheese, then you can grab a cup and go? That explains why I don't find full sets. I find little, like, a couple here and there. Interesting. Did not know that. Thank you, Patsy. Learning something new today, which isn't hard for me because I don't know very much. All right, so this is a little made in Japan. Oddly, it's marked on the bottom, Japan. You can see part of the word Japan right there. But it's a little Bavarian house, little wooden Bavarian house made in Japan and bought in America. It's a multicultural house. That's what it is. It's all wood. And then I don't know what this kind of textured stuff that makes up the little bushes and flowers. It's like, I don't know what that is, but it's something that they kind of squirted on there, sort of textured on there, and then painted. I know lots of stuff. I know some stuffs. All right. So and then it has little rocks on its roof, which I like that. And then inside, it's a little box, like a little jewelry box or a little happy box. And as you can see, it has a music box. So isn't that so fun? And the good news about this kind of music box is when you close the lid, it shuts up. So you can control your music box. So I don't know what it plays. I didn't think to play it long enough to find that out. It's a Sankyo music box, and it's works very well. You wind it up on the bottom, you open up the top, and play, play, play until you're really tired of hearing it play. So this guy is fairly big, but the space inside for storing things isn't huge. So you're going to put only your finest diamonds in there. So this is like 7.5 inches wide and something like 5.5 inches tall, something like that. Anyway, it's really in very, very nice shape considering its age and considering everything. And even if you don't consider anything, it's just in nice shape. So I'll show you the end and the back. I'm not trying to hide anything. It's in great shape. There you go. So there you have it. It doesn't look like anything's missing, and it doesn't like anything has been repaired or anything like that, obviously. Oh, is there a family inside? No, there's no family inside, only a music box. And nice red little kind of velvety spot to stick your diamonds. Yeah, it comes with no diamonds. You could also put brooches in there, and if you stick around, I'll help you with filling it. So it has this one last thing I wanted to point out. In the front, there's like this little water trough and this cute, cute little water, what do you call that, Carol? Like a pump, a water pump. Isn't that so cute? It's got just nice, cute little details in the front there. Anyway, I like this thing, and so I'm offering it to you. For it is $20, number 68. $20, number 68 for this nice Japanese wooden Bavarian music box. I love all the flowers too. I tried to find some kind of flowery things for today, but I also found some random things. So there you go. Let's see. What are we going to do next? Let's do another little springy thing. This is, I don't think these are terribly old, but they're cute. And so here they come. They are salt and pepper shakers, and they're little chicks. See, they're so cute. One has 3 holes, one has 2 holes in his head. And they don't have any chips or cracks. Their little beaks are not even dinged up. That guy had a little residue from a sticker on him, but now it's gone. And that's it. The one thing is, one has a rubber kind of a stopper, and it's sort of older rubber, so it's not really staying in there so terribly well. I don't know that I would use, like, if you put salt in there, I think salt would leak out the bottom because the stopper just doesn't quite do its trick anymore. And then this one has no stopper at all. So this one, you'll have to fill it with pepper and then stick your thumb in it to keep the pepper in, and then you'll just have to hold it forever until all the pepper is gone. So that's the plan. So there's 2 little chickies, and they're so cute, but you could probably just use them for display if you wanted to. Or you could stick a big cork in his butt. I don't care. Whatever. So a couple of little chicky salt and peppers. They are not tiny. They're like the right size for a little chickie. They are about 3 inches tall-ish. So there you go. Salt and peppers. They're $8 and they're number 42. They're probably worth $1,000, but I marked them down just to 8 since one's missing its stopper. So it's a really great bargain price tonight. Down from $1,000, it's only $8. Okay. We're running out of room already. What's that? How practical. Yes, see, Gina Marie, you are with me. You understand the practicality of these things. Okay, I have a lot. Now, a lot implies that there's a lot of things. This lot has only 2, which is not really a lot, but it's a lot that's not a lot. It's a little lot, not a lot. If you know what I mean. So it's got this beautiful plate, and I don't usually pick up individual plates. I just really don't. But I love this one. And also, so 2 things. First of all, it's this beautiful pink cockatoo, and it just screams 50s to me. I really don't know when this was made, but the cockatoo screams 50s. It's just so cute and beautiful, and it's got just the right colors for sort of a summery, springy pink vibe. So this is made by oh lordy, I shouldn't have said that I was going to say that. Beruther. Are you just pronouncing it? Beruther Waldsassen from Germany. So it's a German plate. And you can pronounce it a different way if there is another way to pronounce it, but that's how I pronounce it. And that makes it right. So here's your cockatoo. And then it comes with what? And then it comes with this parrot figurine. So the figurine is not marked, but it seems like just such a nice quality figurine. It's not matte, but it's not really high gloss. It's like a ceramic, but thinner ceramic, kind of fine, and it looks tasty. Yes, it does. And it just has such great color to it. It's sort of detailed, and just I really love it. I love it a lot. So there you go. It's a macaw and a cockatoo. Put those 2 things together and you've got a lot. That's a lot. It's a lot of cool, a lot of beautiful, a lot of racket if you had them alive in your house. So hi, El Unico Uno Thrifter Treasures. How are you? And I didn't think I said hello to Dirt Road Memories. Maybe I did. Anyway, so here you go. So these are what you get. Again, this one's not marked, but it is of a higher quality. As just on the very back, at the very bottom, there's one little spot where it's not a chip, you don't feel it, but the color is gone there. I mean, it's so minor, and it's totally on the back. So, but there's no cracks or chips or repairs, anything like that. Just because of its age, just the tiniest little specks of color loss, maybe. But you can see he's really quite fantastic. So if you know anybody that's a bird lover, you need to have this parrot because he's so cool. Not so much of a bird lover myself, but hello, Delbert. He's 8 inches, almost exactly 8 inches tall. And then, of course, you get the plate. The thing I wanted to say about the plate is, I mean, this it's been far from a dishwasher. And I'm sure that it's been used for display. But even the display, like the gold is really quite good around the edge. And the quality of the decal or whatever that is, decal's probably not the right word, whatever it is on there, it is just like it's in great shape still. So, and it doesn't have like the scratches of having had one of those metal claw hook things hanging it on somebody's wall. Anyway, there you go. You got a plate, you got a bird. So there you go. Two birds. It's a 2-bird lot. And thank you. It's $20. No, you're telling me the wrong number. It's $25, number 22. $25, number 22 for the lot, the bird lot. The macaw, caw, caw, caw. All right, just piling things on the chair back there. It's going to be looking even worse in here than it does now. Let's do this other spring thing. Now this, you guys, I can't decide. I'll show it to you. It's a wood kind of bowl, like it's carved. It seems hand carved. It has the look of being hand carved, but I don't know that for sure. And then it is signed down here, H. Claycamp, 1992. So did H. Claycamp really paint these tulips that beautifully? She or he, I don't know, is a really fantastic painter, because I have some other pieces that they painted and they're lovely. But this looks almost too good, like it was transferred on or something. But I really think that she painted this by hand. Look at the raindrops on those tulips. I mean, they're just fantastic. So anyway, this has definitely that late 80s, early 90s look to it, but it's daffodils in kind of a peach color. It's not really coming through on the screen so much. This is more of a peachy apricot color around the edge, and the flowers have that peachy color too. There's a bit of an orange cast to them, but they're looking a little bit more orange on the screen than they really are. It is an imperfect shape. It has the start of a little crack here in the wood, right, coming down there. I don't know if you can see it, but I think it's just because, when wood it's fairly thin. When wood gets old, it starts to crack as it dries a little bit. And then the paint, just has some smudges here and there a little bit, but it's really in pretty good shape, and it's super cute. There's not a way on the back to hang it, and it's dimensional because it's bowed like a bowl. But you could, I think, still hang it on a wall if you wanted to. You could display it on a counter or whatever. So this is oh, hi, book. Oh, Carol. D Rose sent us an email. Can you mark that down and make sure we look for that? Okay. Yeah, we'll look for the email. Thank you for letting us know. On March 29th. I have trouble with that email. Sometimes things do go into the junk. So thank you for pointing it out, D Rose. So this guy here is $10, number 65. $10, number 65. It's pretty big. It's just like from top to bottom, 10.5 inches tall. It's almost a foot tall. So it's a pretty big heart, and just beautiful, beautiful tulips. I really do think the H. Claycamp painted those with a paintbrush. So there you go. Book, book, book. We will send it to Book. Thanks, Book. Love it. Carol, can you hand me those ducks up there? Up there. Just while we're looking at stuff that H. Claycamp painted, I'm going to show you this piece. I'm not going to sell it just because I don't have a box to ship it in. It's chonky. But I would want to make sure I had a box before I sell something like this. But look at the detail on this. It's so cute. And this is by that same artist, H. Claycamp. It's kind of a dimensional stand-up thing. I just have it standing up on top of the printer over there, but it's so cute. I'm not so much in love with this toll painted type stuff. And of course it's, 90s, early 90s, but this one, so adorable. Thank you, my dear. So just showing it off. All right, let's do one that's going to be a honker to try and ship. I'm just going to be upfront about that. This one, not a fun one to ship. This is a cast iron pig bank. It has a screw on the back holding them together, and he's made out of cast iron. And you can stick your pennies and your dimes right in there. And I suppose then when you get ready to go and buy a brand new car, you unscrew him, take out all of your pennies and dimes, and then you go buy your car. That's what you go and do. So this guy's pretty big, and he is heavy. He is heavy. I'm going to weigh him because I think it's just like almost preposterous how much he weighs. He weighs 3 pounds, 14 ounces. Carol guessed 4 pounds, and she was within 2 ounces of being right. This guy's heavy, so he's going to cost a bit to ship. We will play around with what's the best way to do that for you if you really want him. But he's super cool. You could use him as a doorstop or as a piggy bank or as a weapon. He's got kind of a pointy nose, so I don't know, you be creative. You use him for anything you want. But he is a pig, and I think he's older. I was looking him up online, and um, it was just all over the board what people were saying about him. So I don't want to repeat most of it because it was all over the board. So you just don't know how accurate any of it is. But anyway, I don't know anything about him except that he's cast iron and he's heavy and he's cool. He's really, really cute. See him? He he has a lot of character, and he's super cute sitting on his little haunches there. He's sitting more like a dog. I'm not sure that I've seen a pig sit like that, but anyway, it's got his little udder down there, or whatever you call it. Anyway, you don't need to point out all of that. He's $25 and he's number 32. $25, number 32. Okay. Let's do an old one, an oldie but a goodie. This here is going to be a tin. Do I have any tin folks in the house? Oh, let's see. I'm trying to find him on the list. Can you find him on the list, Carol, while I'm talking about him? So the top of this is really, I mean, this is an old tin and it is showing its age. So this is the kind of thing that you get if you really like that sort of rustic look and some age to stuff. It has kind of almost a rustiness to it when you rub it, like it makes your fingers a little yucky. But you could scrub that off if you want, but I am leaving it on because it just gives it its age. But this is Golden Niagara. Where is Dee when you need her? Golden Niagara cream sugar corn. And see the cool design there on the side with the Niagara Falls. And it says Niagara Preserving Company, Lockport, Niagara Company, New York. It's rusty on the bottom. Rusty and crusty. This is a rusty, crusty one. Inside, it's got some little spots in there too. So this one is a rusty, crusty, but it's a cool one. Love it. Pig speak, huh? What, Carol? No, this is not a coffee canister. This is a Golden Niagara cream corn tin. Did I forget to write it down at all? Well, let's see. Yep, there we go. It's $12, number 46. $12, number 46 for the Golden Niagara. And it's a nice big tin, and you could fill it with your little blue pills, and you could have your Viagra in the Niagara. All right, that's that. And I feel a little bit rusty and crusty. Shall we let's do a weird one. It came with cream corn, apparently. I'm not sure how you did cream corn in a tin, but that's what it says. Okay, we're gonna do a happy birthday lot. Anybody want to have a birthday? You'll be all prepared for your birthday with these lovely paper products. These are from American Greetings, and I have no idea when they were. Oh, here, Carol, can you? Never mind, I'll look it up. This is going to be a Roman numerals: MCM LXX VII 1977. 1977. So I was 6 years old when these were made, and there's 8 of them in here, 9-inch plates, and they're a little funny girl with a giant bow on her head, holding some cotton candy, and she's at the little carnival. Isn't that so cute? Ferris wheel, cotton candy, all the carnival stuff, and cute kids. It's unopened, and they look good to me through the plastic, but again, haven't opened the plastic to prove that there's nothing wrong with them inside there. But what would have happened? They're in the plastic. So you get the plates, the big like dinner. These are the ones you stick your hot dogs on, and then these are the ones you stick your cake on later. And there's 8 of these. So the big plates and the little plates. How come on the screen they look the same? There you go. Big plates, little plates. Plus, also, don't forget the napkins. So the napkins have a little clown. Isn't that so cute? So there's 16 napkins. These are unopened, but there's like the flap is coming up sort of weirdly. I don't know. I guess that's just how they wrapped things back then in those days. I will say that there, look closely right there. There's like the top plate, like the yellow has come off a little bit or something inside of the plastic. I don't know what the story is with that. I don't know the story. Again, bought these. I did not grow these myself. I bought them, and so I can't tell you very much about them. But they're in their original wrapping plastic, and there you go. So see that? You can have a vintage birthday, and it'll be so fun. You can have all of your vintage friends, and you can all do vintage things and feel very vintagey. Line number 30. Okay, so all of this vintageness is going to be $15, number 51. $15, number 51. Those look just like the current LOL dolls with giant eyes and heads. Yeah, they kind of do. But her eyes are weirder. She has like eyelashes that start in the middle of her eyes and go all the way out. That's so weird. Anyway, there you go. Oh, you're getting all the wind. We had the wind yesterday, Brooke. It hasn't been quite as bad today, but it was super windy yesterday. Oh, Jody, look at you. Welcome, my friend. It's only been 50 years. How could they be that? How could that be? It's been almost 50 years. Yes. Those are some oldies. Okay. Now, everybody always sells flower frogs. And I do too. I love flower frogs. But I always feel like, well, somebody should someday display one of those with flowers in it so you can see how it's supposed to be used. So I went out today to the garden and I got some lovely flowers so you can see how a flower frog can be used and displayed. You're welcome. Isn't that so pretty? And then I didn't put water in there, so they all drooped. There you have it. So anyway, this is a flower frog, friends. It's all glass. That sometimes flower frog clear parts are plastic. In this case, it's glass. And then it's black. I would say black amethyst, but I held it to the light and I see no purple to this. So I really think this is just black glass. So it's black glass and it has the flower frog insert that came with it. It was an original to it. And it has the 3 little pedestal legs on the bottom. So I need to find this on the list because I believe it, thank you. I believe it is Viking, yes. So, sometimes when you look stuff up online, you can't trust what people say. They say, oh, it's Viking. And then somebody else grabs that same thing on eBay and uses it for their posting, and it perpetuates for 20 years of saying that something is Viking that isn't. But I saw a couple that had a Viking sticker, an original Viking sticker. So I do think this is Viking. So anyway, it's black glass. It's a Viking, I believe, not marked, but I do believe Viking black glass footed flower frog. Dandelions, I will send them if you wish, but they're already looking a little worse for wear, and they've only been in here for an hour. So, isn't it lovely? This is like a child's dream right here. Take mom's beautiful nice glass, and then fill it with dandelions. Can't keep a dandelion alive to save my life. Yes, that's kind of true, Delbert. Once you pick them, but boy, they are thriving in the yard. They are doing very nicely. Can't get our lawnmower going, and so we're a little behind the rest of the neighborhood in keeping up with our lawn this spring. So we're real popular, very, very popular in the neighborhood. This guy is going to be $35 and it's number 26. This is, yeah, maybe if we wait long enough, the neighbors will mow it for us. Anyway, so this is a really nice one, folks. This is one of the better ones of the night. It's a beautiful black glass flower frog. Not sure if we have black glass lovers in the chat, but if you do, that's a good one. Oh, I see Gayleen. Thank you, Gayleen. Gayleen, you guys, I can't tell you how much of a trooper Gayleen is. And I won't go into it all, but Gayleen is a doll. And I just appreciate you so much, Gayleen. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We're going to sell this. This is a beautiful Amberina vase. Now, I don't know who made this. I did a bit of research, haven't been able to find it. It's old, and it does have flaws in it, like, kind of bubbly original flaws. It doesn't have chips or cracks, none of those kind of flaws. Those are called what? Yes, yeah, they are called flower lights. That's exactly right. Yep. Anyway, so no chips or cracks, and it really is a beautiful piece. It's fairly large. It's larger than you kind of expect it to be. But if you look around here, I don't know if it's going to translate, but see, like right there, it has like flaws that just make it look like old picture glass, old picture window glass. There's a little, I don't know, I think they call that um, I forget what they call that. Anyway, like almost like a scratch, but I think it's original to it right there. See that? Anyway, it has flaws in it, but they're like really beautiful flaws. So that's what you got. And of course, being amberina, it does glow. It glows really very nicely. The cadmium in there in the bottom, and it goes like halfway up because it really is a nice amberina where the yellow definitely shows. And then the top is really a nice deep cranberry color. But anyway, it's a really, really lovely piece. So this one I bought from um, an older gentleman that was closing his shop at one of the antique. Actually, somebody in the chat one day was talking about the antique store in South Tacoma, and this came from there. He'd been in there for 1,000 years and was closing up his shop, retiring, and so got it from him. Anyway, beautiful, beautiful piece. Oh, you want to offer it up? Patsy says, offer it. Okay, well, I have to put the price that I paid for it. So let me just slide down here. We'll at least start where I paid for it. Carol, do you find it? Oh, it's the first one. Sorry. Okay, so we're gonna start this at $30. So we're gonna, if you want to offer it up, we're gonna start it at $30. Yeah, Leanne knows that place. I think you were the one that was asking me about it, Leanne. It's a really cool little antique mall, a big antique mall actually. Anyway, it's got nice glow to it. It's really, really a beautiful piece. We'll measure it while we're kind of just chatting here for a minute. It's like 6 inches tall. So, you need a flower frog in this thing, because if you just put things in there, they're going to spread out so much because it's such a large vase. I feel like you need a flower frog to hold things towards the center, or you could put some flower foam in there or something. But you can make just the most beautiful, giant, beautiful, full arrangement in this. You could put like pink hydrangeas, I think would look really pretty. You put some white peonies in there. You need kind of big flowers to really fill this, and then it would have this nice base. In the fall it would look really good, I think, with sunflowers in it. It's just the right colors. Beautiful, beautiful, nice red, and then down into that lovely, luscious cadmium yellow. Patsy is in for 30. And if there's no other interest, we will let Patsy have it. The bottom there isn't marked or anything. It's got its pontil, but it's a very rough pontil. See that? Where it was cut off from the fire. It has sort of a line around it, which didn't really come off when I was trying to scrub it. Like somebody had left water in there too long or something, and so it has kind of a line all the way around inside. And if you have the right thing, I'm sure you could get that off, but I didn't want to scratch at it and scratch the glass. So it is very beautiful. It's just a lovely piece. When I found it, I was in love. I'm sorry? Yeah, going once, going twice. And last call, Carol's gonna jump in with a sold, and I think it's likely to go to Patsy because she's the only one who likes it. You don't have to do G1, G2, Carol. I'll just say all of that. And we'll just say last call, and then you can put in sold. Love that. There's something about Amberina. I didn't love Amberina for the longest time, but as I have bought more of it and touched it and felt it and looked at it and just spent time with it, ooh, it's just delicious. Amberina, it is great. Thank you. So that went to, you're gonna write it in, Carol? I'm sure it went to Patsy M. She's the only one that put the thing in. So Patsy, thank you so much. Thanks to Patsy. We love it. Okay, I do have more Amberina coming up, so stick around. If you like your Amberina, I can share some more. Let's do another glass piece. This is an egg. It's a really kind of a pretty egg. It's clear glass, and then on the outside, just on the very outside edge, it has these white speckles, and it does have a bit of a sheen to it. What do you call that? Kind of a luminescence. No, not luminescence. No, wrong word. It does not glow. It has sort of a, why am I struggling with that word? It has that kind of rainbowy, oily look. And then on the front, it has a slice off so that you can see inside. And inside you can see there's a purple, flowery, nesty, flowery thing inside of there. Not sure exactly what it is, but iridescent. Yeah, thank you. So it has iridescence to it on the outside. Thank you, Crafty. All right, so that's what you got. You got a clear glass egg. It's solid. Inside, it has a purple flowery thing, and you see that just on the front where there's a sliced off, and it's very smooth and pretty, and you can see right inside the egg there. See that? Look at that. So it's kind of neat. And it's signed on the bottom, but I can't quite read it. Somebody, and kind of engraved it on the bottom. They engraved their name on there when they made that. You can't even see it, so whatever. I can't read it either, so anyway, it's just a pretty egg. And it is about 3.5 inches tall. And it's $10, number 333. So if you like yourself a little Easter egg, there you have it. If you wanted to display it like this, you could do that too if you don't like the idea of that purple flower in the front. But there's people who like purple flowers, and maybe you're one of them. Leanne likes that one. Ding, 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 ding. Leanne, thank you. Well, if you like that glass, maybe you'll like this glass. I don't know. What the heck? Let's try and see. This is a little piece of, why am I struggling, Carol? Words have gone away from me today. Yes, it's a little handmade stained glass piece. So you can see it was not made by a professional stained glass person, probably because the connectors are kind of chonky, but I like it. It gives it some character. Anyway, I like the sunshine and the blue sky and then the rolling hills. And it's nice little round size. It's just about 6 inches. It's a little under 6 inches across. And it should hang in your window. Now, originally, I'm going to hold it up close. There was a wire that was welded onto the top. Somehow that wire has, I don't think they chose the strong enough wire. See that? So the wire has broken. So there's just like a little stick of wire hanging up, holding up there. Now you could hook something to that, wrap that around something to hang this, but I'm just not so sure that I would trust that wire any more than the rest of that wire that I'm sure has broken off. So I'm not sure what to suggest in the way of how to hang this. It does have kind of a loop there that you could stick some, I really think, that you could stick some fishing line through there and tie it off, and then you could hang this in your window. But I'm going to leave it to you to figure out how to hang it exactly. It's just a really, really pretty piece, though. I've had it just kind of setting in the window here in the office shed, and it picks up the sun in the morning. It's so pretty. I really like them. So if you've always kind of wanted a little piece of stained glass, this is a nice tiny little size, so you don't have to commit to something huge. So this is just $15, and it's number 29. $15, number 29. I'll give it a good scrub with some Windex and send it your way. The blue piece behind me. What's the turquoise planter with birds behind you? Ah, yes, that is a McCoy piece, and it's coming up. Cal, can you double check to make sure that I put that McCoy this onto the list? I kind of think I forgot to. Which might mean that I need to figure it out, because it's but I do need to sell it tonight, because it's the it's the item that I put on as the main picture for this show, so it needs to sell tonight. Yeah. All right, so no, it's the McCoy blue bowl with bird. Okay, we're gonna sell this. This is a Bake Right. That's the name on the back. It's made by Baker Right. Oven tested, made in the USA, and it's this beautiful 9-inch bowl, right? 9-inch. Measured it yesterday. Yeah, 9-inch bowl. So this is an older piece from the 50s. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful piece that I just really like. And it shows some signs of age, so we're going to go over that together. I wanted to find it on my list because I had a note there. Yeah, Harker, made by Harker. That's the word. So it's Harker Bake Right, and it has the apple and the pear. It has the really pretty red around the edge. Now the red, I mean, here and there it's missing a little bit of its color, but it is intact all the way around. Ooh, let's get it into the screen, Sean. So there is red all the way around. It's not perfect, so I'm going to hold it up, and you can see that there's a little bit of loss of color as you go. The apple and pear are in good shape. It has a ton of crazing. So it's crazed to the point of almost being discolored. And then it has one little hairline crack that comes down here. So you don't feel the crack, but it's one of those things that you would need to be a little bit careful with, because if you plonk this down on the table too hard, that crack could just take itself across the whole bowl, and you'll lose the whole thing. So it is all the way through. You see it on the front and on the back, a little bit smaller on the back than on the front, but it is there. And the price that I marked this at tonight is reflective of that crack. The rest of the aging, the crazing, and that kind of thing, I think just really give this great character, and I love that part of it. The hairline crack is a little bit of a different story. It's like that's not great. So it's only going to be $15. That's the story here. So it's a nice bowl. It would be like a great fruit bowl, actually, and that has fruit on it. But this pattern, there's whole dish sets of this pattern, and they're so, so cool. They would look so great in Dee's house, those of you who watch Dee. Anyway, so $15, number 16 for this lovely bowl. Well, Mr. L. Page and Christina Taylor, hello. My friends are showing up. I love it. Thanks, guys. I didn't. Okay. Well, we'll figure it out. Let's do another bowl while we're doing this. While we're doing bowls, let's do another one. So this one is it's unmarked. I don't have the first clue who made this thing, but it really has some age to it, and I just love the look of it. Has that kind of flower pattern with the green fans around there. So, and then the transfer in the center there with the roses and things. So this is a bigger bowl. This one is like 10 and a half inches, 10 and a quarter, 10 and a half, somewhere in there. And so it's a big old bowl. And this one has some chips and things. So this is a bowl that you buy for its character. This is not a perfect bowl. It's far from a perfect bowl. So I'm going to just spin it around here slowly, and you can see it has chip there, big chip there. The chips don't really show through to the top side, but they are for sure there. There's a little chip there. So you're buying this one because you love it and you love that character. There's a hairline crack there, a chip there. So this one is not being sold as an intact, beautiful piece. It's being sold as a kind of a rough and tumble vintage piece that has it's kind of rustic and it shows its character. So that's what you're getting there, and its price is $8. Yeah, so it's reflective of what you're really getting. Now this might be some amazing pattern that I couldn't find. I don't know. What, Carol? All right, so help me with where this is, Carol. Okay, yeah, $8, number 83. It's a big old bowl. It's $8 and it's number 83. And that's what you get with that. Okay, what should we do next? Let's do that chicken. Can you hand me that chicken? Chicken! That's a chicken. Hand me a chicken. It's dusty. How'd it get all dusty? Well, I'll dust it off before I mail it. It's a chicken. So this is another kind of one of those probably early 90s pieces. It was probably painted by that same lady. Yep. H. Claycamp, 86. She painted this one in 86. So there you go. Now you know. So this is a chicken on a stick. That's the best kind of chicken. Chickens that are on a stick. It's actually two-sided, so you could put it somewhere where you can see both sides of it. And that would be okay because you can see both sides and both sides are cute. So he's tall. He or she, I can't quite decide. It's like a foot tall, and that's on top of the base. The base has felt underneath, so it's not going to, well, felt and dust, and I mean a feather. So felt on the bottom so it doesn't scratch your table, painted black, and then he's just painted with the raffia bow, just like everybody did back in the 80s and 90s. And that's what you're going to get with this guy. So if anybody's interested, yeah, it seems like a rooster crowing, right? But okay, we'll say rooster. Okay, it's a rooster. So for this 12-inch cockadoodle doodler, it's a she. It is a she. I don't know if it's a she or a he, but it seems like it's saying something to the sky. So I'm gonna call it a cockadoodle doodler. Thank you. Line. So it is $10. $10, number 95. That's what you got. $10, number 95. Oh, for the stained glass. We missed you, Robert. Thank you so much. Sorry about that. Robert. Let's go back. Well, it doesn't matter. So how much was the stained glass? $15. Okay, so Robert, it's $15 and we got you down. Thank you so much. Let's see, it has a warmer wood stain. Yes, it has a nice wood stain on there. And no chips or cracks. I mean, it wasn't broken and repaired or anything like that. And she did beautiful, beautiful painting. She does a really, really nice job with a lace choker. Yes, that's true. That implies lady chicken. That's probably how I got lady out of it. We all wore raffia back then, yeah. What if I went to work today? All right. Anyway, so that's the chicken. We'll set the chicken aside. Carol, can you hand me that metal can in the back, please? That's the coffee can, yeah. So we're gonna sell a coffee canister, friends. Look at that. Isn't that so cute? It just has such a great vintage feel to it. It's a ribbed, it's just it's like aluminum. It's like a lightweight, doesn't weigh very much at all. Has a plastic lid, and it's a coffee canister. And that's pretty much its whole story. Doesn't have any dents, so that's good. Nobody dropped it on the floor. Its lid comes off, so there's that. Inside, there's space inside of there, and that's where you would put your coffee. That's the idea of a canister, has space inside, and you put things in there. You could use it for other things other than coffee, but it is marked coffee. So if you were trying to trick people and maybe hide your $100 bills. So you could do that in here, and they would say, where are those $100 bills? I can't find them, but I won't look there because that clearly says coffee. And your $100 bills would be very, very safe. So that seems like a good use for your canister. It does have a dent on the bottom. I said no dents, and then when I opened it up, I could see inside that there is a dent on the bottom. So somebody banged it on the counter just a little too hard or something, or it fell out of the cupboard. So it's got a little dent there, but it doesn't take away from it how cute it is. It looks real cute. So, and again, it's just like aluminum. It's like lightweight. See that? It's lightweight, and its lid frankly doesn't fit overly snugly, so I'm not 100% certain that I would put my coffee in here, because your coffee is going to get a little bit stale a little bit fast inside there. But if you buy your coffee in a bag, you could stick the whole bag in there and kind of roll down the top, and then this would just make it look cuter than a bag sitting on the countertop. But not a tight fit on the lid, so not going to keep your coffee super fresh. But you do you. If you like your coffee stale, maybe you're not from Seattle and you don't care about these things. Maybe you drink Sanka, and so you could put that in here. It would be no problem. It wouldn't take away from it at all. So this little guy here is going to be $12, and it's number 30. $12, number 30 for the coffee canister. It's right about the size of a coffee canister. So if you're wondering, that's 5 inches tall and 4 1/4 inches across. So coffee canister sized. Okay. Leanne. Thanks, Leanne. We'll send it to you, and you can have it in your very own house. Where are we going to go next? Let's do this. Since we're doing all this painted stuff, let's just do this little guy. This is just a little watermelon. It's a tiny little thing, and see, it has a hook thing on the back so you can put it on your wall, hang it on your wall. And it's like 4 3/4 inches across. It's little. It's not very big. If you want it, it's $1. Just put watermelon in the chat. I know. We can't all be from Seattle. No, you're right, Gina Marie, we can't. But I am. So that's special. Anyway, if you want the watermelon, it's $1. So you can I'll throw it in your box for $1. Where should we go? Let's go here. Oh, this one's heavy. This one's heavy, friends. And boy, it is not coming across on the screen the right color. Brooklyn Hanson? Oh, my land. Everybody, stop the show. So Brooklyn Hanson is our dear sweet friend who has moved to Arizona, which is not our favorite thing, but that's what she's done. And she has a beautiful, beautiful little girl named Paisley, and we just love her. And we want to snuggle Paisley, so bring her back up here, Brooklyn, right now. So everyone say hello to Brooklyn and welcome her to the chat, because she is our dear, dear sweet friend, and we love her. Okay, so this, friends, is a USA Pottery. It's one of those things that's indented in the bottom. It says USA, and it's like oh, you saw it for a second. For 2 seconds, you saw it. There, right there. See, aha, you can see it says USA. Anyway, it's like a California pottery piece. And because of that, it's heavy, chonky. It's what we call chonky. That's professional word in the business. And it's a pink color. It's a beautiful blush pink. And it's been glazed, and the glaze kind of dripped down. And at the bottom down here, you can see where there's kind of drips of the glaze, and it's even more pink, because that's how they did it back in the days. So that's what you get here. This has no chips or cracks. It has a few little funny spots. And I suspect that what that is like they were little, I don't know, either flaws in the glaze or like kind of tiny little divots in the clay underneath the ceramic or whatever the stuff is. So there's like, just see, there's like a little black spot there. I scrubbed and scrubbed at that, and it's just, it's something in the glaze. And then there's just like little, as I turn it, you can probably see, like, they look like little holes kind of. It's just, that's the way this kind of glaze looks on these things. So there you go. I have some funny spots too. And it's sort of an oval shape. So it's not perfectly round, it's oval, it's ovular. So it would display this way. So it kind of flares out to the sides just a little bit. And you could fill it with just so much stuff. It's so pretty and it's big. This guy is like 10 inches tall and 5.5 and 7.25. So I mean, again, it has the word chonky for a reason. So I'm not sure exactly which California pottery maker made this. I'm quite certain it's California Pottery. It was made in the USA and it's older. So this is not McCoy. It's not marked as McCoy and it isn't McCoy, but it came with that same McCoy lot that I purchased. And it's just a beautiful piece. So as I spin it, you can see sort of its arc and its shape, and it's just really nice. It feels like the kind of thing that should sit on the back of grandma's piano. That's what I think. Anyway, beautiful pink coming across on the screen, much more like just an off-white blush. In person, it's quite pink. It's not like woo vivid pink, but it's pink. I guess sticking it next to my red vase makes it look less pink. Let's move my head away and then it'll look more pink. Anyway, it is that kind of 50s pink. So I don't know if it was made in the 50s, but that's the color. Oh, watermelon theme for the pictures. Nice. We gotcha. Okay, so this here, Carol, did you find that number for me? And it is $25, number 70 for this guy. $25, number 70. It's a big one. It's gonna be a heavy one to ship, friends. Let's weigh it. I'll do that for you because I'm that kind of guy. It weighs 3.6, so 3.5 pounds. By the time you get enough stuffing in there and everything to make this safe, it's at least 4 pounds. So just know that. That's what you're gonna get. So, USA, pink pot. Can I hand this to you, please? Got it? Okay, let's do a little one. A little one. Speaking of California pottery, I believe this totally unmarked also, but it is a skunk. Isn't he so cute? It's a really cute little skunk. See that? Chonky and beautiful with a beautiful curve. I love it. So this is you can see in the bottom, it's not marked or anything. It has holes. It's ceramic or something. I mean, it's kind of heavier, older kind of a stuff, and it's a cute skunk. So there he is. He's cute. Whoa, look at him. He is. He's like 4.5 inches tall and 4.25 or so long this way. I don't see chips or cracks on him. There's some crazing and some kind of roughness to the glaze on parts of him here and there, but he is just a cute, very cute little skunk. This is the kind of skunk that you could have in your house even if you are not named Skunky Junk. It's the kind of skunk that lovers of Skunky Junk might like to have in their house to remind them to show up here on Tuesday nights. So this skunk is gonna be $8, number 31. $8, number 31 for the skunk. Don't you love it? It's a lunky skunky. I've got a beautiful piece of Pyrex here, you guys. I use these. I have Pyrex in the house and I use it very regularly. Mr. L. Page wants a skunk. You got it, Mr. L. Page. Thank you so much. And Leanne, we'll give you a ring too. You didn't get it, but you wanted it, so you get a ring. So anyway, it's one of these. It's a refrigerator dish. Getting anything directing me to Paula. Okay. Mr. LePew. Okay. Oh, sorry. It's got heads in it. set those aside. Okay, so it's a Pyrex refrigerator dish. Now, here's the thing about this Pyrex refrigerator dish. You'll see these. These are not terribly uncommon, but do you ever see them this perfect? Look at the shine to that. This guy has spent 0 minutes in the dishwasher and hasn't been thrown on the floor 12 times either. It is like as perfect as anything is ever going to be that was made as long ago as this Pyrex dish was made. So this is the Pyrex, it's the teal blue refrigerator dish. Let me set the, I changed the color on the ring light. Now it's looking weird. Okay, that's better. Okay, and it has its lid, which is right here. Now, the thing with the lid, oddly, as good as the dish is, the lid does have some kind of roughness to it. So it has just flea bites around the edge. Oh, I don't think that we need to. Does somebody really want to? Uh, okay, well, is there a second person that is interested in the Pyrex? Maple Grove. Hello, Piggy. So again, there is roughness around the edge, and it's not even on the underneath side where you would expect it to be, but around the very outside edge, there is roughness to the lid. So the lid is not perfect, but the dish itself is as close to perfect as I have ever seen. I have 3 of these in the house that I use. I don't put them in the dishwasher, but I do use them, and none of them look anything like this. I mean, they just get kind of not scratched, but just I don't know, the shininess just, it goes away with time because okay, so if we're gonna do it as an offer up, then let's get that started while I'm yapping my flapper. Start at 20. Okay, start at 20 for the Pyrex refrigerator dish. So anyway, there you go. It just when you use them, they lose their shine. This looks like it came straight out of the box. I mean, as close to that as I have ever seen. It's just lovely. Lid, not perfect to the lid. Roughness around the edge, so know that. I should have seen inside if I have a lid that's more perfect. I could have traded it out. I will do that. If I have a better lid inside, I'll send you the better one. But anyway, there you go. So this is there's 2 sizes of these, and usually the small ones are red, but I recently saw some of the small ones that were blue. So let's measure this so you know for sure what you're getting. This one is the one that is 6.5 inches, 6.5 inches. When we get hitched one day, you'll see we already have a nice set. Nice. Randy and Christina, is that the deal? So Randy, are you going to be moving to Canada then, or is she moving out of Canada? Anyway, there you go. That's the Pyrex dish. And it says on the bottoms, it says some words. What words do you think it says? That's right. It says Pyrex. If you guessed Pyrex, you guessed right. I am trying to stretch it. I think Christina's the only one that ever wanted this. So well, this is not the kind of thing that Paula likes. Paula likes glass. We know that. We know this about Paula. All right. When our boys get a bit older. When Christina's looking for a few more husbands. All right, so let's call it going once, going twice, going to Christina for $20 and sold. Did you put sold in? There it is. Sold. You got it, Christina. It'll head to Canada. Goodbye, Pyrex. Hello, Canada. Okay, let's do. Are we ready to do the McCoy? This is my favorite one tonight. I have some other good ones. Okay. Well, don't say it out loud. Then people will know its number and they'll cheat. So, oh, Christina. Thank you so much for her bluebird shelf. Well, here's what you need on your bluebird shelf. You need a pink bird in a blue bowl. So this, friends, is a McCoy. Oop, it's a McCoy. There it is. Look at that McCoy. It's the real McCoy. And it has the McCoy glaze, which is never perfect. We saw that earlier. McCoy glaze is never perfect. So there was a little bubble in the glaze there. And so it's just not quite glazed there. And there's just a couple little spots that are like that where the glaze just doesn't go, because that's how McCoy stuff always looks. It's part of what makes it McCoy. There's a little spot in the back. So these are not chips. These are just spots where the glaze that they used wasn't a glaze that was super even. And then it has that cute little pink bird that's attached right on there. And that's original to the bowl. So see the leaves and the berries that are part of the bowl, and then the little bird that sits on top. And then the bowl is caves in like that, like a bowl that caves in. Is that so cute? I love this. I had never seen such a thing before, and so I snatched it up just as quick as a snatcher can ever snatch. I was a quick snatcher on that one, and I love it. So this guy is about 10 and a quarter of an inch wide. It's a little over 10 inches wide. It's big and so cute. So I don't know what you use something like this for. Succulents? Yeah, I think it would look really good with succulents, but I would just hate to fill it with dirt and succulents and water and ruin it. But if it's your McCoy, then you do whatever you want with it. Yeah, I think we'll just put the price out there. So it's a McCoy, beautiful piece. It has no chips, no cracks, no repairs. What? You could smash that whole thing on top of a pie and then it could be a pie bird. You could do that, in fact, actually. You could probably fill it with pie. I don't know if McCoy is oven safe, but try it and let me know. And you'd have a really weird shaped pie inside of a pie bird bowl. I like it. I like the idea. I think you should go with that. A fruit bowl. Yeah, you could use it as a fruit bowl for sure. Yeah, yeah. That's probably a safe use for it. Stick it on the middle of your table and fill it with little tangerines. Would look really pretty. The orange in this teal blue, or it's kind of more of a turquoisey blue. It's really lovely. Anyway, no chips, no cracks on this guy. Spots of glaze that are funky, which is expected and wanted on a McCoy piece, and some crazing inside. So I'm going to hold it up close so you can see some of that crazing down in there. Not to make it seem like there's anything wrong with it, because I think crazing just adds character. Not sure that you're seeing that crazing, but there is some down in there. I can't seem to make it show up for some reason. But there's crazing. It's old. And then in the front, now this, I don't know just what the story is, if this is because of how it was displayed or if this is how it originally was. But along the front here, this part is a little bit darker colored. You can see there's sort of a line there. So it's like darker colored in the front. I don't know if that's normal or not, but is the case. It's like maybe where the leaves are and stuff, it was a little bit more of a green instead of just the true teal blue that's around the rest of it. Anyway, so there you go. Yes, spring color straw and some well-placed bird eggs. Oh, that's such a great idea. Let's do that. We're gonna do that. Well, I have Easter grass. We can fill it with some Easter grass. Look at that. See, that's perfect. And then you stick some eggs in it, like that one that we sold earlier. Oh, it's too heavy. It's sinking. But yes, that's totally the answer. Fill it with Easter grass and then some well-placed eggs in there, and maybe some chocolate ones because chocolate. Okay, so this guy is going to be $35. This McCoy bowl, $35, and it's number G. Number G. And I'll send it to you with the Easter grass right in it already if you want, because that's perfect Easter grass for it. Looks really pretty. So there you go. It's $35, number G. And I love it. This is my favorite thing that I found in eons and ages. Patsy, thank you, Patsy. Patsy wanted it from the start, and Patsy is patient, and she got it, that Patsy. I love it. Thank you. I'm glad it's going to a good house with a good Patsy. Let's do a little bunny. Speaking of Easter, this is a little glass bunny. It's not the same glass bunny that we had earlier. This one's a chunky glass bunny. It's a roundy, chonky one. So this is just an art glass bunny. I'm going to show him from the front. That's his nose. His ears go back this way. This is the back. So that's his little tail and his little roundness. And then from the side, there he is. So his nose and his tail. It's sort of hard to tell what's going on with this guy. I should have had something to put behind it. Anything? Something dark? No, I need something flat, girl. Here. This, well, it's white. That's, well, it helps. There you go. Whoop, there you go. So there's the bunny. So on the bottom, he's unmarked. Oh, wait, no, there's a sticker there. Remnants of a sticker that is totally unreadable, so unmarked. And then there's your bunny. Okay, so there he is. He's cute. Little art glass bunny. So this guy is not super big. We had a bigger one, and I think we sold a couple weeks ago. This one is 2 3/4 inches tall, not real big. Now, here's the thing to know about this bunny before you start pulling out your checkbook. Just want you to know he has a little ding right here, right in the glass on the side on the back. It's a little ding. See that? I'm holding it still so you can see it. It is a real and true ding. And unfortunately, it was like that when I bought it, and I just didn't notice it till I got it home and was putting it into inventory, and then oh, ding dang, there's a ding. So there you go. There's a little. So if you display them from this side, then you don't see the ding. If you display them from this side, then you see the ding. So he needs to be a left-facing bunny. But other than that little ding on the back on his bum, he has no chips or cracks. He's not broken or anything like that. Just has one ding. Oh, Prairie Stone. So you need a little baby sister then. So this one is $10, number 13. There you go. Yeah, it's that. $10, number 13. Oh, ding, dang, ding it. There's a ding on the dang. Ding, darn. I have small stuff left. Oh, I didn't do any of the jewelry. Let's do some jewelry. Let's do some jewels. Okay, so we always do. I always see so many brooches and things, and I'm gonna have some here too, but we don't see enough men's jewelry. So here's a piece of men's jewelry. Now, not every man is gonna love it, but it's still for a man. So there you go. It's a frog. It's a green frog, and it is. You can tell from its dangling chain. It's a tie tack. So you tack it on your tie, and then you put this back through your buttonhole, and then it keeps your tie from flapping all over the place. So it's a golden frog. That's it. That's what it is. It's not, I don't know that it's gold, but it's golden. It's a little bit dimensional. Ring the bell for Patsy. Just in case we didn't, we'll ring it again. Thanks, Patsy. So there you go. It's a golden frog, and it is a tie tack, tie holder, tie pin, tack holder chain thing. See, right? It's cute. This is not going to be the last frog we have tonight. There are frogs. This one is $10, number 5. $10, number 5 for the men's jewelry. Now, if you are not a man and you still like it, you can just use it as a brooch or as anything. It just has a pin through it. Whoop! Ah! Now I lost the back. I just dropped it. Okay. So yeah, you could use it however you want. If you want to put it on your tie, that's great. Awesome. Thank you, Randy. All right, we'll send that one to Mr. L. Page. Set it carefully over there. Okay, let's do a couple more frogs. This is so exciting. This one's my favorite one. This one, I mean, these all I guess you could use as a tie tack because they have that kind of, it's just a pin with a backer on it. But you could also use them as a lapel pin or anything like that. This one is like a clay kind of stuff. Sorry, I dropped it. So this is like a weird sort of clay. So it's this funny brown color, and it's carved into a little frog. It's so cute. It's little, teeny tiny little guy. Okay. So this one here is going to be $10, and he's number 94. And he's got these big, kind of alien-y looking eyes. But see, if you put him on you, he's little. But if you hold him up close, then he's big. It's also unfocused. Come on. There. There. Now you get the idea of him. He's so cute. Anyway, $10. What's that? Patsy. There's a ring for Patsy. There's a ring for Randy. Thank you guys. Okay. I'm gonna have to get used to that ringer. Okay, now this one is a little bit controversial. I'll tell you why it's controversial. I'll show it to you first. It's just, I mean, it's another similar. It's got the same kind of back that it's like a lapel pin type of a back, and it's a gold color. Oops, gold color with green enamel on this one. Now, this one is marked on the back, and it's called Carol Lee. That's the brand, Carol Lee. So Carol's middle name is Lee. So it was made by my wife. It really wasn't. It was made by the company. And as I researched this, some places, now let me be clear, I'm not selling this as this. The price is not reflective of whether this is true, but I'm just telling you that out there in the world, there are others of these where people have said that those are diamonds, diamonds and emeralds in the eyes. So there are some sparkly little somethings in there, stones or rhinestones, or perhaps, possibly, maybe diamonds. Don't know. If they're diamonds, I mean, they're tiny. But anyway, it is really, really pretty. This one has the look of quality to it. It's just a nice little one. So this one's $15 and it's number 24. It might have diamonds. It might just have little sparklies. Don't know for sure, but it is really, really a cute little frog and beautiful gold color with enamel over the top. See that? Oh, it's cute. Okay, D Rose gets that one. Ding ding. And we'll throw it in your box, D Rose. Thank you so much. Ooh, that was a popular one. People like their diamonds, just in case. People like the chance of something maybe being a diamond. Okay, I have another small thing. This is a tin type. So I was mentioning on Kim's show earlier, I found kind of a bunch of tin types the other day, and I buyed them all. I buyed all damn things. So some of these are old tin types. So you can see it's rounded corners on the card for this one. This one actually has a card. The rounded corners would tend to tell you that this is probably 1800s. Now, all of this is, none of it is certain, but what the research that I did told me that if it has rounded corners on the card, it tends to be from the 1800s, and it could be like mid 1800s. Anyway, but it's a tin type of this lady, and people always look just a little bit, I mean, stoic, maybe, to say it nicely. Why is it not focusing? They look kind of mean. I will place it very gently in the box. I won't throw it. I lied. Sorry. Anyway, it's not, there it goes. There it focused. Anyway, of course they look like that because they had to hold very still for a very long time for a photo to be taken. That's how they took pictures back in the very olden days. You had to stand very still. And she is pretty in focus, so she's pretty good at sitting still. It's kind of dark. It is sort of dark. And it has this really pretty card. Now the card has some marks and some stains on it because, again, it's well over 100 years old. This is definitely an antique. Now here's what the back looks like. It is attached at the top only, so that's like that. And it has some discoloration on the paper on the back. And underneath of here, I don't know what this was, but it's almost like it was a piece of newspaper or something that was stuck in there. So there's some, if you can figure out what any of that is, it's kind of interesting. But anyway, there you go. So this tin type, it has some, it's not in perfect shape. It is tin, it is metal. It's not tin. Call it a tin type, but it's a different kind of metal. But anyway, it has been bent a little bit, not like folded hard, but it's not perfect. And it's tiny. I mean, the whole card and everything is like 4 inches tall. The oval is about 2 inches tall. So this is a very small tin type of a pretty lady or perhaps a witch from a long, long time ago. And it's just really, really a fun piece. So this guy here is going to be $15, number 73. I've gotten way behind in the chat, people. Sorry. Great find, Sean. Yeah, exactly. I miss seeing you there. Yeah, that's exactly right, Paula. When people look back at our generation 100 years from now, there won't be anything like this. I mean, they were in a way ahead of their time. They were printing their pictures on metal, and we are printing our pictures on an iPhone, so not very permanent. Anyway, so $15, number 73 for the tin type. If you're interested in those kinds of things, I'll have more of those coming up in future sales. Let's see. What have I missed back there, Carol? Oh, this. Let's sell this. So this, you guys, this was the other piece that was in that McCoy auction. And it is a McCoy piece. It's a really, really cool McCoy piece. It's a tulip vase. But when I got it, I found one significant problem. One of the petals on the tulip has broken off and been replaced or repaired, and it's a poor repair. So it must have hit hard and just kind of, it wasn't overly repairable, but they glued the piece back on. So that is a noticeable repair. You can use it from the other side, but really this side kind of looks more like it should be the front, unfortunately. The back, I mean, it doesn't look bad, but if you look at the other side, you're like, oh yeah, it should go that way. But if you looked only at that side, then maybe it'd be fine. I don't know. Anyway, but it does have a significant repair. So it doesn't have tremendous, huge value other than just being really pretty and usable. So this is a use it type of a piece. Now, I always encourage everybody to use all of your vintage stuff. I really like vintage stuff being used and I like to use it. And I encourage you to do that. But this piece here is definitely a user. This one you could use even if you have kids around because it's only $11 because of that damage on top. It's only an $11 piece. This would have been a significantly more expensive piece than that. McCoy did a couple of different ones of these. There's some that have 3 tulips, and there's some that have 2 tulips, but they're just a little bit different than this. So there was kind of a whole series of these. They're really, really pretty, and it's of course the right time of year for them. And I wish this one didn't have a broken petal, but it does. So it's just going to be $11, and it's number 72. It's fairly tall, maybe in the neighborhood of 8 inches tall. It's a nice size. Usable. You could fill it with tulips. In fact, I don't know how that would look with tulips inside of a tulip, but you could just display it just like this with nothing in it, really. It's got so much going on with the vase itself. So it's got that significant crack there. Other than that, I don't see chips, but there is like some discoloration and some crazing. It's just not a perfect piece. What? What's the matter? Mr. L. Page. I'm biting my tongue. Crack to the back. Oh, yeah. Yes, move the crack to the back. Keep your crack in the back where it belongs. Anyway, so there you go. The tulip McCoy vase, tulip vase, $11, number 72, significant crack. Save that one for last because it was so special. 3 things left. So 1, 2, The plates. Oh, these. Milk glass. Oh, did I put those on? Well, gracious. I didn't prepare them. Can you prepare them? And I'll do them next. After I do quickly. I know. I have them on my list. Okay. You guys, I've brought a couple of these before. This is lucite, because you know how I am with lucite. I find it and I just grab it. I don't even look at the price. I just take it home with me because I love it so much. So this is a lucite paperweight. And look inside there. It's filled with larkspur, beautiful blue flowers, and they've really retained their color inside of the lucite. I love that because a lot of times dried flowers, especially if they're matted or dried flat, they lose their color. This is fairly old and it has stayed very beautifully blue. I love this. Do I have stuff? Here's stuff. Sorry. This is Jeannie Oker. That's who made this. Jeannie Oker did it. She made that. She went to California Original and she said, "Look, I'm going to make that." And she did. It's beautiful lucite. Now, lucite, you guys, it's not quite as hard as glass, and so it doesn't stay quite as shiny and sparkly. It has, I wouldn't say it has scratches to it, but it just has scuffing. It's a little bit scuffed, but it's beautiful. Does it glow? Lucite doesn't glow. So, I mean, it kind of glows because it's white on the back, and so black light always shines off of white. But anyway, no, it doesn't glow. It's lucite, so it's like plasticky stuff, and it's just so cool. It's the normal size of a normal paperweight. So what is that, like little over 3 inches, 3.5 inches wide. And again, Jeannie Oker is the maker on it, and it's a nice dome, and it's just really lovely. I don't know what else to tell you about it. I love it. It's one of my favorite ones that I found because I love the blue larkspur in there. I don't know how she gets it placed so perfectly and without air bubbles. It's kind of impressive, actually. So $14, number 100 on that one. $14, number 100. If you need to weigh down your paper, this is how you can do it with a beautiful paperweight made out of lucite. Lucite. I love lucite too, Brooke. It's one of my favorite things. Love it. Love it. Love it. Yeah, you're exactly right, Brooke. Carol dried some roses from her mom's funeral a couple of months back, and they look really good right now. But if you don't do something with them to hold their color, like put them inside of lucite, they will lose their color and they just won't be beautiful. Oh, that's right. Thank you. Okay, got a couple things left. Ooh, we are way over time tonight. What is going on? I must be yapping. This is a brooch. Let's do a brooch. This, I think, is a brooch from the 50s, just based on what 2 inches across, based on what my friend Patrick said, which he was repeating from Katie. It has that Y-shaped clasp on the back. You can see that in the center. It goes up. It's a shape like a Y, and then it has the C-clamp kind of a thing. So I believe that to be 50s. That's what he said, that if you see those Y-shaped, it's almost always the 50s. So I'm calling it the 50s. But that's what I'm basing that on. And then it has metal, kind of enamel yellow daisies with orange centers. And I think those are just like little blobs of metal. That's what those are. Colored blobs of enameled metal. So behind it, though, is some kind of filigreed gold colored metal. So that's what's on the back. It's the filigreed gold. And then the yellow daisies on the front. So it's just so springy. It's 2 inches, Book. 2 inches across. See, look at that. Oh, looks lovely on me, right? Do we have another offer? I bet that D Rose is the only one who wants it. I gotta find it on my list. I can't remember how much this thing is going for. Towards the top. Ah, there it is. I scrolled right past it. Are we sure we want an offer? Okay, well, let's do an offer really quick, but this is going to go fast. So put your number in quick. We're going to start it at $11. $11 for the gold brooch with the daisies. $11. $11 going once. $11. Lucite grapes glow. That's interesting. I mean, I don't think that lucite ever has uranium in it, so it wouldn't glow from that. Oh my heavens. Mr. L Page is at $19. $19? Holy gummily. Let's see if somebody wants it for 20. D Rose, she wants it for 20. Golly. I do talk too much, D Rose. You're so right. I've been told that before, but $21 to Mr. Randy L. Page. Okay, so let me just tell you a story, guys. When I was in elementary school, and frankly, all the way through middle school and into partway into high school, I would get on my report cards $23 for D Rose, 25 for Leanne. It's a nice one. You were right. You were right. I mean, I knew it was a nice one. I love it, but I just, there's not always that much interest in things. There's only 32 people here. So how can that many people want this beautiful brooch? But I love it. I'm glad. Leanne has it at 25. So let me finish my story. So I would get on my report cards, always, I would get things like, he really could speak out more in class. So I was so shy all the way through school. I was so desperately, painfully shy. I didn't ever talk. I never talked in class. And like if the teacher would just pick on me, because I would never raise my hand. I always knew the answer, but I would not raise my hand. No way, not ever. But if the teacher just, was going around picking on people, then I would freeze up and freak out because I was too afraid to answer. It was so bad. This is a true story. You guys are going to just think I'm the biggest weirdo. It's an absolutely true story. I never once used the bathroom in elementary school. Don't know what the inside of an elementary school bathroom looks like because I never went in one. I was too afraid to ask to go to the bathroom. I didn't talk. So some things have changed. Some things do change with time. So I came out of my shell in high school and figured that out. I didn't like it. I hated being shy. And I figured it out. Okay, so we're gonna going once, going twice this. Right now we are at Leanne CA for $29. And if somebody wants to put a 3 in front of their number, then we will let them have it for more than 29. But right now we're at 29 with Leanne, and we're going to say going once, going twice, and sold. Yeah, sold. So dump in a sold really quick. Oh, D Rose puts in a 31. Oh, she sniped. She sniped. So Leanne was at 29. D Rose is at 31. The sold isn't in yet. I don't see it yet. No, put it in. Hurry up. I haven't had dinner yet, Crafty Jackie. There's the sold. Okay, so it goes to D Rose for 31. And D Rose was protecting her bid with 33, but we'll give it to her for 31 just because we're that kind of niceness. We're sort of nice. So D Rose, this beautiful thing right here is going to come your way for $31. Thank you so much, everybody. I didn't know it was going to be that popular. Gracious. Sometimes the things that I think are just spectacular and like nobody wants them. And then the things that I think are, oh, that's neat. They're like, whoa, everybody wants it. So I love that. That's why you just have to bring random different cool things here because I never know what everybody's going to like. Okay. Yes, I love it. Thank you for doing that, you guys. That made my night. That was kind of exciting. It felt good. All right. We're going to do these. This is Fenton. And these are those. I've brought these before. So those of you guys that those of you who have followed me for a long time, you've seen these before. In fact, I sold Amberina ones. The very first item that I ever sold on eBay was one of these in an Amberina. I didn't clang the bell. Thank you. All right. So the cool thing about these, you guys, gotta hurry up. all over Joni's time. So these are reversible. So you can stick a votive candle in here and it sits there and has a votive in it. It's really pretty. Or if you're like, oh golly, I burned up all my votives. I have no votives. All I have is this taper candle. Whatever shall I do? What you shall do is flip it over upside down and put your taper candle in the top. See? It's reversible. And then it just looks really pretty like this with the taper coming out of the top of it. Like this. Wouldn't that be so pretty if you had that on your table? You know what would look even prettier is if you had two. Oh, look at that. There's two. So these are Amberina, and they are in perfect shape. There's no chips or cracks. Just double check that that's still true, even though I just banged my ring on it a little bit. Yep, still true. What? Thrill of the Thrift. Dee's here. Hey, Dee. We had something earlier that made me think of you, and I don't remember what it was, but we mentioned you. Your ears were ringing, so you came and showed up. So anyway, that's what you got here. So I'll show you that they're Amberina, and they have the glow to them. See, isn't that pretty? Ooh, look at that. So lovely. And this one has it too. This one has maybe even more. All right, so there's two of these. Now I'm going to sell them each. Oh, the fruit bowl. Yeah, thanks, Christina. I'll show you the fruit bowl, Dean. D. So I'm gonna price these each because I don't know if somebody wants to spend the money to have both of them, but I do have two. So the price I'm going to give you is each, and then you can choose: do you want one or do you want two? And then if you only want one, we'll go to the backup bidder if somebody else wants it. So these are going to be $18. So that's $18 for this and $18 for this. It's not $18 for both. It's $18 each. Prices each. So $18, number 41. So if you love these and you want them and you want to take them home and put them on your table and have them reverse themselves upside down and right side up and all around and just celebrate them all year round, because these, the beautiful red, good for Valentine's Day, keeps going all the way through Christmas. Wintertime red, good for fall. Beautiful. Awesome, Patsy. Thank you so much. Number 41 goes to Patsy. So do you want one or do you want two? Do you want one or two for $18 each? Which is a good price for these, by the way. Look, they kind of fit together. Isn't that cool? Do you want one or do you want two? My dear Patsy. Patsy dear. Well, I'll set those there and we'll hold off until we hear from Patsy what she wants. Okay, that bowl. Yeah, where'd the bowl go? Look at this bowl, Dee. Do you love this bowl? I don't know. It just made me think of you. Isn't that so pretty? It's that Bakerite by something. How much? Patsy, they're $18 each. Harker by Harker. So they're Harker Bakerite bowl. Is that so pretty, Dee? It just made me think of your kitchen. Anyway, that's all. Thanks for showing up. All right. Okay. No, I didn't mean to show it to her to encourage her to buy it. I just thought that she would like it because just remind me of her. Okay, so now we've got one last thing, and then we'll finally shut ourselves up and go away so you can go see Joni's show. Joni's been doing lots of jewelry lately. Lots of jewels. Well, we will ding Patsy once we figure out what Patsy wants. Oh, she wants both. Okay, so we'll get two dings. Okay, thank you, Patsy. I'm going to set those over there so I don't break them. That way you can have them in your house. Okay, so last item of the night. This is Fire King. Fire. Now, why is that suddenly Firestone? Fire King. What is it? Fire King, right? My brain suddenly died. Anyway, it has the F because it's fire. And then it says oven safe. That's what it says. So it's milk glass and it is a pie plate. And you can make a pie and you can stick it in there and then you can eat it. And you'll say, Wow, this pie tastes so lovely in this Fire King. And there's two of them. So you're going to get both because you need to make two pies because one pie is not enough. That's stupid to make one pie. Yes, you need to make two pies. That way you eat one and you pass one to the neighbors or to me. So that's what you got, two pie plates. So these pie plates are the normal pie plate size, which is 9 inches, and they're not overly deep. So these are not going to be the pies that you like, make the big high pies. These are going to be just a regular old apple pie. So there you go. Two pie fire. Oh, you are so welcome. Thank you, Patsy. You're the sweetest. So these guys are going to be on my list somewhere right there. What? Yeah, I got it. So these are $15, number 21. $15 for the two of them. You're going to get them both for $15. And you can make two pies and feel so happy about it. There's no chips or cracks. They're in really great shape. They're old, but apparently Granny didn't make pies very often. Usually, a lot of times this milk glass, when you cook in it, it kind of stains or whatever, that it's hard to get the markings off of it. These guys, I don't think this Granny ever made pies in hers. She just set them in the back of the cupboard. They didn't get dented or anything. And then she died. And so now I have them. So 2 milk glass pie plates, 16 or number 21 goes to Christina for $15. Thank you so much. Okay, did we get through everything? Was there stuff that we didn't sell that we should show one more time really quick? Some like early on in the sale? Well, I can show the piggy bank quickly, but he's like 400 pounds. So this is a big cast iron pig, and he's a bank, and he weighs like 4 pounds. So he'd be a lot to ship, but he's $25. And if you want him, put in number pig. Yep. Anything else that we didn't sell that we should show again? I could show the bunny. We didn't sell the bunny, did we? It's a made in Taiwan, great big ceramic bunny, and he's got all these pretty pansies on there. And this guy's $10. $10 for the big bunny. And his number is number bunny. Did we sell the wooden house thing? We did? Okay, hold on. Hold everything. Hold the show. It's number 68. Okay, so this is made in Japan. It's a Bavarian wooden house, and it is inside a jewelry box with a music box. You crank it up on the bottom, and then it shuts itself up. But when you open the lid, then the sound comes out and just wakes everybody in the house up. So this is how people keep their jewels safe. They wind this thing up, close the lid, put their jewels inside, and then when it opens up, when the sneaky robber is coming in and trying to sneak in there to sneak the diamonds, it starts singing music and it wakes everybody up. So there you go. Wait, hold on. Okay, pause. Okay, let's finish this. This is the Japan-made Bavarian wooden music box, $20, number 68, if anybody wants that. Okay, so let's go back to the milk glass. So it has an F inside of a crest. And you're saying that that's federal? I thought that was Fire King. Yeah, it's inside of a shield. That like that. See the shield? So it's federal? Wow. I did not know that. I made a mistake. I stuck a mistake. I made a mistake. Sorry, Christina, if you don't want it now because it's federal glass, and whew, boy. Federal glass is even better. Okay, I think that's it. That's it for tonight. So I need to get with some people to finish up my Fire King usually had the whole word. Okay. I just am so familiar with Fire King having milk glass. I didn't know Federal did even really milk glass like that. Well, Dee, that's why we need you here. So you should be here every day. because we need you, because I just am totally unreliable. So you would know, Sean. No, I appreciate it, Dee. Totally appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'm learning so much in these chats and everything. Mallory. Hello, Mallory. All right, so we are wrapping her up here, folks. We are half an hour over our normal time. Yikes. We have blabbed a lot tonight. Plus, I had a few more things than normal. And plus, it was just fun, so we did it. That's the story. So next week is also a solo show. You'll just have me here. So if you show up here hoping to find other people, next week you'll be disappointed. It's just going to be me. And the theme next week is going to be Tax Day and National Library Workers Day. So we will be here to celebrate all that tax money that you're getting back and spending it all. Oh, Mallory, it's no problem. And I'm glad that when you got off work, the first thing you wanted to do was come join us. We just feel so special about that. So thank you. So everybody, I will see you on the other side over on Joni's channel, Vintagerous. I encourage you to go there. She brings some really fun and different things. So I love to support her. She loves to support us. And we just have a great time together. And so I encourage you to head there next. Thank you so much. If you could, on your way out the door, please just hit the little like button. Even if you didn't like the show, you didn't have to actually like it. We appreciate the like click anyway. And thanks for everything. We will see you next week right back here at the same time, same place. Thanks, everybody. Have a great week. Love you all. Bye.